everyone here. Yes.
Hi, good
Oh,
afternoon, everyone.
on the road to becoming a first in, well, spoiler, mamaya natin pag-usapan. Please make yourself comfortable. Of course, we also have the managing director of Girls Got Game, an organization creating spaces where girls and women can grow empowered and confident through sports and community. Ladies and gentlemen, we have engineer Kay Martinez. Round of applause, give her some love. Hi Kay, welcome. Make yourself comfortable. And of course, with Kay is Jibel Agregado, co-managing director, helping scale and sustain that impact through leadership programs. Hi Jibel. Hi. Lovely to see you. I'm loving the Girls Got Game represent, right? And of course, last but not the least, we have an actress, a model who you probably see on your timelines and your screens. She continues to build her own name and confidence in a highly public industry. Everybody, please give it up for Miss Kyla Estrada.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Kyla.
Thank you for spending your afternoon with us. It's so nice to be here again.
Yeah, I heard you're also here. Araw-araw, no? Ladies, can you all give a round of applause to our guests, everybody? Showing some love, showing some women empowerment. There you go. Now, you know how on our red days, ladies, parang sometimes you plan it in your calendar, sometimes it comes off as a surprise. So right here, I'm gonna surprise us and get to the core of it. Pag-usapan na natin yung mga kailangan natin. So I believe each of you have your own journeys. We have entertainment, we have science and space, we have athletics and community programs. Yes, pumapalakpak na yung ating mga guests for you. And so, I think in all your paths or journeys, may kanya-kanyang simula. Diba? There's a reason, there was a beginning, and there might be even times na question natin, pagpapatuloy ko ba to? There might have been moments when we questioned, should we even continue and go through? Now, I want each of you ladies to tell us about that time and what made you stay and decided to push through. Maybe we can start with Kay and Jibel for Girls Got Game.
Yeah, I'll start. So the founders of Girls Got Game actually are athletes also. So women are often told that you can't do things. But the founders also played sports, and then they saw the long road ahead of them. They saw how hard it is for women to have a safe space for playing. So I think that's why they started Girls Got Game, to give women a safe space to not just learn the sport but also to thrive in a very male-dominated industry.
And so, for example, thank you, Kay. So, for example, to add to that, growing up, gusto kong maglaro ng basketball, pero every barangay court I see, puno siya ng boys or men. Tapos hindi ako maka-assert ng space ko as a little girl pa ako noon, no? So I think a lot of people here who play male-dominated sports na experience that. So that's exactly why Girls Got Game was created, to help girls, no, not experience what we experience, no, to help improve the environment where girls also are able to play and are empowered to play.
Nakakatawa yung sinabi mo, no? Parang babae ka na nga, yung ano mo pa, basketball is also a height-influenced sport. So parang patong-patong. But it's really good that you found and built that community. Palakpakan naman natin, everybody. Girls Got Game. Now, of course, we also have Christine, who is, oh my goodness, first, I believe, trailing your own path and the path of who knows yung mga taong nakikinig natin. Christine, what about you? Can you share to us your field to those who might not know yet and what made you stay?
Okay, so actually I have a lot of field. I'm a nutritionist dietitian. I'm a humanitarian. I'm the first Filipino analog astronaut. First Filipino who trained and certified for space flight. So very convoluted siya, but to give you a background, it started with a book. So sa mga nakaranas pa dito na encyclopedia, it started with a children's encyclopedia in astronomy. So it started with that. I wanted to become an astronomer, not an astronaut actually, an astronomer. But actually, I kind of failed a lot. I quit being an astronomer along the way, but I still find a way. And I think it's just really the passion, the the love for astronomy that keeps me on going. And right now, I think I found a new reason why I keep pushing the boundaries, because I really want the Philippines to go to orbit. And after my training, from first of orbital training, my trainer said that one of the 116 million Filipinos, but for me, it's really for 116 million Filipinos out there. So yeah, that's what keeps me going right now.
What started was as a passion. No, it sparked even more curiosity. And by the way, 5 years old. That's such a young age. I just have to point it out. Shout out to your mom. I believe she is there kasama ng ating audience.
Yeah,
Wow.
actually, my mom is here. And I think yun din yung reason why I keep pushing it forward, or it kind of fuel me. So my parents, I think we're not discussing that a lot, but it's really the environment, the fuel, they just, even though they don't know what I'm doing, but they're supportive of me. So, yeah.
Maraming salamat, Mommy. Yes, the safe space and all. But from a field that is new, probably to a lot of Filipinos, we dive into a field that every single Filipino knows. And of course, apart from being a pretty face, everybody Kyla beauty and brains, but she also, apart from being a model and artista, syempre, that comes with training, with shoots, with rigorous activities to get you and your body prepared. So Kyla, what sparked your passion and what made you stay in this rigorous industry?
I feel like coming from a family of actors, I think it was an inevitable thing to eventually take interest in it. And eventually I wanted to try it, but I also was doing other things before that. And I also finished my studies first, because that was a pact that I made with myself and my parents as well. So I decided to enter the business because I was curious. This was after I was modeling for how many years. I decided to try acting out. And when I did that, I just fell in love with the craft. And I feel like, it's not just something that I love to do, but you eventually stick to something because you find purpose in it. And I feel like this is where I truly found my purpose, my love for storytelling. And I've been very fortunate to have portrayed very strong female characters, which I feel like is a privilege and also a responsibility that I gladly have. Because I want to inspire people, breathe life into these characters, and also inspire women out there. To whoever is watching the shows, diba? And I failed a lot, I failed a lot, I got rejected a lot, but I feel like, yeah,
Important.
don't be afraid to make mistakes. Because I feel like when you make those mistakes, that's where you really grow and when you really learn. And dun mo mas nakikilala yung sarili mo. So I feel like the trust in myself is because of how much work I know I have put in and how much those experiences have taught me that eventually built my confidence.
That's so beautiful. Parang na-share ni Kyla sa atin what confidence looks like in her field. It's something that the people might not see on the screen, but it translates to that. So how about for you three ladies? What does confidence look like in your own field? So good. Maybe this time, Christine, let's start with you. Yeah.
So I think, so confidence for me is really going into a room that I felt that I didn't belong. So when I go to a space conference, it's all white men in suits.
Wala na ngang Pinoy, mga lalaki pa. Parang gano'n.
And I'm an Asian girl. I look young. I look young.
Shout out to the millennials, looking young forever.
So I feel like you really need to make your own space, even though you don't feel that you don't belong. So in that case, it's just a matter of changing your perspective. So yeah, change your perspective. They don't have the perspective that we have here in the Philippines or as a Southeast Asian woman. That's very important. Know who you are and bring that perspective to them so that they can change whatever notion that they have of us. And really learn how to be grounded and learn, or maybe you're not the smartest person in the room or not that established, but yeah, just be grounded and learn how to learn again.
Ang ganda nun, never stop learning, sabi nga nila, di ba? Even in a room that's so unfamiliar. Now, how about for our girls who got game?
So, in sports, no, but not just in sports, but also in
Community, yeah.
all my communities and all my advocacies in life. As I mentioned to you earlier, I also, in the world of mobility and transportation, what I've learned or what confidence looks like to me is very concrete. I'm usually the loudest person in the room. I'm sorry to my mom who's always telling me, wag masyado, hinaan mo auntie yung boses mo. I'm so passionate kasi with what I do, with what I believe in. So that really shows in how I speak and how I fight for the advocacies that we've been fighting in sports. Making sure the girls are confident enough, they're empowered, they have spaces to play even after we do our sports camps with them. Passing to Kate.
Thank you, Isabel. I think for me, with your background and my background, and all the backgrounds of the core and all of these girls that game, we're all professionals na parang in male-dominated field, some of us. So with me, as a civil engineer by profession, and also playing sports in college some 20 years ago.
Age reveal.
I think yung confidence looks like when you keep showing up after they've told you that you can't do it.
Oh, wow.
Parang yun yung ano eh. Kasi usually parang sa engineering parang, bakit? Puro lalaki dito. Or sa sports parang, bakit? You're not tall enough, you're not strong enough. But if you keep just, showing up like every day and show up, eventually you'll get to